2-hour break where we had a chance to listen to our students make presentations, and some of them were performing. The Lieutenant Governor, Crit Llewellyn, was here, and we had a chance to interview her, and then she had a chance to meet with some of our teachers, including our guest, Tracy Tackett. So Tracy, tell us about, I think your project involves vegetable gardening, so how did you come up with that idea, and what are you doing?
Well, this is our third year in raising fall and winter crops at our school, and it started 2 years ago with one raised bed, and we were just experimenting, trying to see if we could grow a few things around the school. And then last year, when we were able to write the ARI grant, we were able to get more materials and expand the garden, and really got a good, strong base, and we were able to serve vegetables through our cafeteria to our students over 25 times throughout the school year, and it was so positive and the students were so receptive that we wanted to expand it even more. So this year we have 7 raised beds, and I wanted to be able to get more students into the garden, because before, I'm the gifted education teacher for Pikeville Independent Schools, and so the garden was primarily for students in the gifted program. But we had other students who wanted to participate, and so the problem became, how do you take a group of 22 students out to the garden and make it productive? So this year the focus of our grant was to create learning stations within the outdoor classroom of the garden, and the high school students that I teach were able to make garden labels for all of the vegetables, and they created QR codes that link the sign the students can scan with the iPads, which we purchased with grant money. When they scan the QR code, it links them back to the students' website at the high school that they created that gives 5 fun facts about that crop. So students are going to be able to work with a partner to go around the garden and research, while others are possibly harvesting or watering, doing other jobs, and then we can switch out in small groups through rotation. And so this year we're excited to see if we can get every student in our school out into the garden in different capacities throughout the school year.
Are the students excited about the project?
They are extremely excited. They're willing to try vegetables that we never expected first, second, third graders to even taste, let alone request. And we found out that turnips are one of their favorite vegetables. And when we have school salad, if the school salad sign is posted, they will be searching through their salad looking for radishes and turnips to eat. And so it's fun that they're going home and asking their parents to start gardening with them, and trying new foods that are nutritious and healthy for them, and that they can grow much cheaper than buying at the store.
Okay. Well, we've lost a generation of people who don't garden. So one value is to teach them about gardening, that almost a lost art, and then to be able to eat healthy. But what are some of the other curriculum type of things that students are learning?
Well, one thing we did is research how far a salad travels to get to your plate. And the students researched where most of the tomatoes come that we are getting in Eastern Kentucky. Where do those come from? Where is the lettuce coming from? And they determined that we have a 5,000-mile salad, and how much energy is consumed in transportation to get that to your grocery store and to your home. And then in turn, how far in advance did that have to be harvested? Oftentimes before it's ripe. And so the quality is diminished, the cost is higher. And so there was a lot of economics lessons going on. We call our garden steamed veggies because we've incorporated so many science, technology, engineering, art, and math standards into the garden lessons. Our art teacher works with us hand in hand. They've done a beautiful mural that the students painted on the side of our building. We have a pollinator garden. They've painted stepping stones and rock borders to beautify. And in composting lessons, the students have learned about carbon and nitrogen and the ratios that make good compost. And to see a first and second grade student talk about ratios is very unusual, but very common, because it makes sense to them and they understand the concept that you need more of something in relation to another substance. So that's been exciting.
And then I heard you tell the Lieutenant Governor about the young kids, second graders, finding out about the anatomy of worms.
Oh yes, we have started worm farming because some of our soil wasn't rich enough, and we wanted to enrich the soil using organic matter. And so we have worm farms where we collect the castings and work that back into the soil. But the kids just became very inquisitive about worms. So we learned about the anatomy of a worm and how that compares to the human anatomy. And then, the reproductive processes of mammals versus worms and other types of animals. And they're just so eager to learn things that they can actually touch and have a hands-on connection to. And so the project-based learning aspect is probably the strongest because they're learning about tap roots in their classes, but when they can go out to the garden and actually pull a tap root, wash it, eat it, see what it tastes like, take it to the cafeteria, tell their friends about it, it just brings their learning to a whole new level.
Okay. Well, Tracy, you're doing an outstanding job, and makes me wish I was a youngster going back to school again. So Tracy Tackett, who is an elementary teacher at Pikeville Elementary, and that's part of the Pikeville Independent School District.
Yes.
Okay, again, thank you for being on our program.